Hi friends. So, how are you today? I hope you're well. Nice to see your smiling faces. Well, I wish I could see them. Anyway, I haven't been on for a while because my live stream ability has been taken away from me because the NBN, which NBN is basically serves Australia, and in this area where I live rurally, it's just a very, very poor service at the moment, and they're taking forever to address the problem. So the last 3 weeks I really have not been able to do a live stream, and I don't want to because it will be very difficult to get a very consistent stream. So that's why I haven't been doing that, and I've been busy with campaigns offline, so it's been sort of I've been a bit spread thin in a way, doing too many things, I think. So anyway, and also yesterday I felt particularly depressed because I don't know, just the terrible just the terrible injustices that are going on. Do you ever have days like that where you just feel like there's this giant tsunami that just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it looks like it's like trying to stop, put a doorstop in front of it or something. It's just impossible. And I just had one of those days yesterday where I felt very despondent about the Palestinians being executed every day in the Great March of Return, just peacefully protesting and being executed, children being executed. There was a young boy yesterday. He wasn't very old, and he was just standing there waving his hands, and they shot him with live ammunition, and he was dead, a few hours later or something. And and the bulldozing of Palestinian homes, which is completely against UN resolutions, many UN resolutions. They keep doing it, every day, and just illegal settlers just settling on top of Palestinians' homes that have been demolished. Just all this sort of thing, and then the US empire trying to start another war in Syria, trying to, there's going to be some sort of false flag chemical attack soon, probably, and then the next thing, they'll be bombing. They're all positioned, ready to bomb. It's just sort of so crazy now. It's just so crazy. And the liberal media is just, they love a good war. They never have any problem. Like just recently, Donald Trump and the US and Bolton, they're saying they don't want to have anything to do with the International Crimes Court, because the ICC is saying that there's been war crimes in Afghanistan. Well, here's a news flash. The whole thing is a war crime. War is a crime, and every single day there's a war crime, because the whole thing is just wrong. And now there's 8 wars, 8+ wars. Nobody's attacked the US, nobody's attacked Australia, and yet our country, Australia, is participating in these immoral wars. And if I haven't already mentioned it before, I think I have. Check out Eyes Left podcast with Michael Preisner and Spencer Rapone. It's soundcloud.com, Eyes Left, EYESLEFT. Please check that out, because it's it's done by 2 veterans, an Iraq veteran and an Afghanistan veteran. Check them out, and you'll get a lot of information about what's happening at the present time. So anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. I just that this is one of the reasons why I haven't been doing live streams. Of course, I only really do live streams about things that I think really require attention. I follow independent journalism reasonably closely if I'm able, and so I don't, do something about every single thing that happens. I just do things that are of interest to me, that I think require interest, and hence I've been posting more Palestinian content, because I think there's a sort of a more of a move now where people are realizing something is very wrong. It's only taken decades and decades and decades for people to wake up to this. But people are realizing something is very wrong, and that it is an apartheid state, and that people are being executed, Palestinians are being executed, just because they're Palestinian, and because they refuse to submit. They refuse to be they just refuse to roll over and die and be, oppressed the way they are in a brutal occupation. So, you see that people are getting past the Hasbara, the official narrative by Israel, and are starting to see things for how they are. Anyway, I'm going to go now for watching. My name's Trish Roberts. You're watching Faint Signals from Vega. You can subscribe to my channel at Vegantrove, at VEGANTROVE, and please click the notifications bell.